of you wondering how to keep your children from complaining about boredom over the midterm break, well, there are some great venues across the country, and Damien O'Neill from FunDays.ie joins me now to go through his selection of things to keep the children occupied. Very important over the next week or so.
I mean, there's so many things to do. It's, if you pardon the pun, it's scary the amount of things that are on offer for the Halloween break. So I've kind of tried to take a selection across the country, different events, indoor and outdoor, even some camps, to give you a flavour of what's available there.
What's around. Yes. And of course there's lots more, but this is, as we say, is just a flavour of what's around. Yeah. Lullymore Heritage Park in County Kildare. So what's this? Okay, so Lullymore, it's on the outskirts of the Curragh. It's about 5 minutes from there in Rathangan. It has an annual Halloween event. It's called the Halloween Happenings Week. So Ray and the team down there put on this superb event. I went down to see this last year. So you've got characters like Calypso the Clown, the Mad Scientists, all around the... It's like a little enclosure. So they've got indoor and outdoor facilities. They've got... each little house has something else going on in it. They've got the funky forest, they've got a spooky train going around the park. So weather's not going to be an issue here because, as I say, there's indoor and outdoor things to do. Right. And it's €25, that's for 2 parents or 2 children, or 1 parent and 3 children. Yeah, and it's for the whole day. For the whole day, so you can literally spend the whole day. And you could, easily. All right, there's that much to do. It's fantastic, it really is. OK, Hook Lighthouse in County Wexford, this is interesting. Yeah, this really captured my imagination. If you picture the scene, 5:30 on a cold, windswept evening, Halloween, Hook being one of the most haunted peninsulas in the world, only down the road from Loftus Hall. So they won't really tell us too much and give away the top secret events, but they've got 10 ghosts in and around. They may or may not show up on the day or the night. Whether the ghosts will turn up or not, we don't know. So it's going to be really interesting what goes on there. But I just think this one it's all set up to be a really good event. So that's on 29th, 30th and 31st, and there's 2 shows every day. And that's €8 in? Yes. And it's 2 shows a day, as you said. So and the ghosts are extra. Yeah, the ghosts are extra if they turn up. If they turn up. Who knows? OK, Dundalk Ice Dome to keep them happy. Yeah, I thought this one was good. It's just something different. So on Friday night there'll be a disco on ice at 8 o'clock in the Dundalk Ice Dome. So people are encouraged, mums and dads, kids, all ages, can come in fancy dress, have a bit of fun on the ice, hopefully no bumps and bruises. And I'm sure the Charlestown one is probably still going as well. Exactly the same thing, yeah. Exactly the same, and would have Halloween. Yeah, there's so many different things going on this week, and that's key, just to have a look on the site and find the different things to do. So the cost there is £7 for children, £9 for adults. And that's a session, is it? That's a session, 8 to 10. And just before that, at 6 o'clock, there's a figure skating competition or a display, and it's only €2 to go and see that as well. So you can sit and watch that as a show, basically. Take a whole evening in. I think it's good value. OK. Giddy Studios in Rathfarnham, what's this? Yeah, now, you know, it's midterm break, so maybe the parents want a little bit of a break. So Helena Deline, who runs Giddy Studios in Rathfarnham, has this great facility. As you can see, it's fantastic. So there's a 2-day camp. Day 1 will feature Chris Judge, a renowned illustrator who's designed for some top brands, and he's going to teach the children how to draw Halloween cartoons. And then the following day, they'll have be working with Helena on some Halloween mosaics on some pottery. So it's something that they can take away when they're finished and remember Halloween '09. OK. Now, it's as you say, it's a 2-day camp, but it's only from 11 till 1:30. It's 11 till 1:30. So it's a morning, basically. It's a morning camp. Yeah. We encourage them to bring a little bit of lunch and, you know, get into the camp environment. It's over 2 days, as I say. It is €60. But I think, you know, getting the exposure to Chris George is great, and then Helena's fantastic with the pottery and teaching the children how to design. And you'll be able to take home your own pieces then. Yeah, they'll put it in the kiln for you and cook it, and you come back a couple of days later and pick it up, and it's something they'll have forever. OK, Causey Farm in Navan. Yeah, 2,500 years ago, the Celts celebrated the New Year not far from Causey Farm. So the gang down at Causey, I think they have more fun creating this event than the people who go to it. It looks like great fun. Again, it's a farmhouse, a farmyard setting. There's lots of different houses and outhouses on the farm, and there's all kinds of things going on. So it's diverse. There's you'll have some Halloween cooking. There's a witch school. There's Granny Smith's old traditional wake.
You can learn how to ride a broomstick.
Right, always very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're really essential
kids
things.
will love it, just post Harry Potter. So I think this one is really fun, and
it's €13 per session.
€13 per session, and would advise to book this one early because it's really, really popular.
Okay, and then bowling buddies in Tralee.
Yeah, again something different. Down in Tralee, this is a jewel in the crown of the kingdom, I think. It's a brand new facility set up by Gavin and Jackie. So what it is, it's a Halloween fancy dress evening.
All right.
So bowling, a little bit of refreshments for mums and dads, prizes for mums and dads as well for the fancy dress. €10, and includes a game of bowling, refreshments, as I say, for everybody, and it should be great fun down there too.
Now, we just said that was a selection of stuff. There's so much stuff happening around the country, and the listing, there's an awful lot more listings on FunDays.ie.
Yes,
so if you want to log on to FunDays.ie, you'll find out all the information. Damien, thank you very much for coming.
Thanks a million, Alan.
And going through just a tip of the iceberg.
Tip of the iceberg,
Tip of the
yes,
iceberg.
absolutely.
Thank you very much. Now, coming up after the break, we'll be taking a look back at last night's Apprentice and talking to Bill Cullen's latest victim.
Two in one, a new freshness experience that lasts up to 7 days. Real performance, real value.
In November 2006, we went on honeymoon to Kenya for 2 weeks. Towards the middle of the second week, I started to feel sick. I ended up with gastroenteritis. Thought that if I got sick somewhere like Kenya, I'd be like, oh my God. But it was brilliant. It didn't really make a difference. It would be the same if I was in hospital in Cork. They knew VHI straight off. All of the medications and everything were covered by VHI. It was the ease with which everything was sorted out. I don't think I even filled out one form. My name's Margaret. I'm glad I'm a VHI healthcare member.
Tu m'inspires.